be given the visa. Until when you will be given the visa, and now you're told this is your visa, and you're told the date you can leave and migrate to United States of America. Please do not make permanent financial commitments. For example, selling your house, selling your car, or selling property, or resigning from your job, or making non-refundable flight or other travel arrangement. Don't make this, major permanent financial commitment. Hello and welcome to Gracie Media USA, your platform number one, empowering with knowledge, spiritually, mentally, physically. Today we are going to have a fireside chat. You are my guest. Take your seat and let's enjoy the chat. Yeah, so we are actually in a fall season, so a little bit of cold here there, but manageable weather, and we expect very soon to be getting into the winter season where we get snow. Some areas are badly hit with snow. Other areas don't really experience snow. It all depends on the state you are in. But I want us to have a chat and we ask ourselves, what next after applying for DV Lottery 2024? Yeah. How do you need to prepare after applying for DV Lottery 2024? Are you going, or are you going just to sit back, relax, and not do anything? And today I want us to look at some of the documents that you will be required once you are selected, to bring with you to the interview for the diversity visa. So it is good to have this information with you so that you start preparing mentally. You start, visualizing, what am I expected to do? There are some documents you can start, applying for them now. You don't have to wait for the last minute. There's no harm by applying for example, for a passport now, if you don't have one, or a birth certificate if you don't have one, or if your circumstances change, like you marry, or you get a child in between now and the time for the interview. What are you expected really to be doing? And I want us to chat about that today. All right. So what documents will you be required to bring to the DV interview? One, appointment letter. So this one is the letter that you're going to get it from the entrant status check. Once you check whether you have been selected as a winner, you will, whatever page you get, that will be your appointment letter. And this will be accessed from the entrant status check on the DV program.state.gov website. Yeah, that is the first document. The second document, the S260 confirmation page. Once you are selected, the next step will be to apply an online application form DS260 in order to schedule for your interview at an appropriate US embassy or consulate. Yeah. So once you apply or you complete that form, you will be presented by the confirmation page, and you will be required to print that one and take it with you to the interview. The third document is your passport. You will be required to bring with you your passport, and if you have any family members that you claimed in your application, you will be required to take with them their application. So for each applicant, you will be expected to bring with you an expired passport, valid for 6 months beyond the intended date of entry into the United States. So it must be a valid passport. For the document that you will be required to bring with you to the interview will be photographs, still the digital photos we talked about, but now here 2 identical color photographs, not really the digital photos, but now you will need to have them as photograph print them out. They will be printed out, and you'll take them as 2 small identical color photographs for each applicant, and these photographs must meet the required standards, the requirements as described also when you are taking your digital photo. Another document that you will be required to bring with you during the interview will be your medical exam results. This one, it's not really something you can do in advance. You will have to wait until you know whether you have been selected, and the information that will follow via email, you will be instructed like where you can have your medical exam taken, and you will follow the instruction. Of course, that comes with some charges, and it is very key. At the end of this video, you should now start knowing, the whole process will still require money, and it's important you start getting prepared, start getting ready, start, finding and doing something here and there towards saving some money for the process. So if you go for your medical exam results, once you know that you have been selected and you have been instructed where to go and have them, there are 2 options. Your doctor or physician may give you your medical exam results in sealed envelopes, and you should not open this envelope. You should take them as they are sealed to the consular officer, during the interview. Another option is that some doctors may send these medical results or exam results directly to the consulate or U.S. embassy. So there are 2 options. It all depends on who will handle your case. Another document or documents that you'll be required to carry with you, any document that you think defines you, any document, I would tell you it is important you get your documents together. Anything that can describe who you are, anything, carry with you. So you will be required to carry original and supporting documents. So we will be talking about some examples of supporting documents. You will be required to take documents like for proving your work and education requirements. Remember, for you to be eligible to apply for DV Lottery 2024, we stated in our previous videos that you have to meet, one of the requirements you have to meet even to be eligible to apply is education or work requirement. And in that case, when we think about work documents, maybe you can take documents like contracts, letters, you can take maybe receipts if you have them, you can take, valid letters from your employers that can describe that you have worked for this and this company or this and this person. All these are documents that can help in proving your work requirement. education requirement. You can have your certified transcript, you can have your certificates, any, like a secondary school certificate. Remember, that is the minimum as per the education you must have met. The condition you have must met. The minimum is at least a high school diploma or secondary school certificate. So you will be required to take these documents with you to prove that during the interview. And missing to take this document, it can cost you a big deal. So that's why it is very important. Keep your documents together. Try to look for them and to put them in a safe place, ready for the interview once you are selected as a winner. Other documents that you will be required to take, and this one is original documents. Yeah, you will be required to take original documents of these marriage certificates, to prove your marriage, or marriage termination documentation, that is like divorce papers if you have separated. If you have new documents that you did not submit when applying the online DS-260 for scheduling for the interview, you will be required also during the interview to bring their originals and their photocopies, where the originals will be returned to you after the interview, and the photocopies will be kept by the consular officer. Yeah. Now, what are some examples of supporting documents that you can have? Birth certificates. There are others who have baptismal certificates. You can also carry with you such kind of documents, or adoption decree, affidavit. This is a letter that can be written in front of a magistrate, a lawyer, where someone can talk about knowing you. Yeah, and this one happens if you are in a position whereby maybe you cannot be able to get your birth certificate for one reason or another. Someone can go in front of a magistrate, and an affidavit can be written, and they say how they know you, your names, and who you are. So these kind of documents. Court and prison records. You will be required to take court and prison records. These are records just to prove that you are not a criminal, So these are some of the things that you will do. Once you know that you have won the lottery, you will be instructed via email by the Department of State what next move to take, and some of them will be like going and getting this record, court and prison records, military records. If you have worked as an army officer or a police in police administration, you will be required to take with you to the interview the military records. Police certificates. You will be required to take police certificates. So these are documents that will come after you know that you have been selected, and you will be instructed what steps to take. But, just to prepare ourselves psychologically to know this is what to expect, and to get ourselves prepared for what to come. Yeah. So it's good to know about this. Another supporting documents that you will be required to bring with you to the interview will be the photocopy of valid passport biographic data page. So what page is this? Biographic page. You see that page that has your name, your picture, your date of birth, yeah, your place of birth. You will be required to take a photocopy of valid passport of that page. Yeah. Other supporting documents that you will be required to take, any additional embassy or consulate instructions, you will be required to take such documents bearing such informations. Another thing beside preparing psychologically for the documents that you will be expected to bring with you during the interview is prepare to pay your visa fees prior to your interviews. You will be required to pay some fees. And actually, I researched about this a little bit, and I was able to see that for DV 2022, the fee was $330 per person, which is normally non-refundable fee. That means whether you're given a visa or you're not given a visa, this money is normally not refundable. And $330, currently we are talking about, if I were to convert that one to Kenya shillings, probably that will be somehow over 33,000 Kenya shillings per person. So if you are a single person, it's a little less load for you. But if you have you are married and you have your spouse and a number of children, you can do some calculation, and see approximately how much you will be required to pay for the application fee. Yeah, so important notice. As much as, when we talk about the fees, and I remember, if you have not watched the video from my guest from Ghana, who shared his experiences with the whole process of applying, winning and migrating to United States of America, please watch that video, because it is going to also enlighten you to know like what to expect. Beside non-refundable fees, you will be required like to pay for your medical examination, that one I don't know, but it's something you should try to find out, get to investigate and to know, how do I need to prepare? Like if I were to win the lottery. So in short, it's not time just to relax and sit back. If you have your dreams are still varied and you have already taken the first step of applying for DV Lottery 2024, the next step now is to get ready, get prepared. And there is an important notice given to us. Until when you will be given the visa, and now you're told this is your visa, and you're told the date you can leave and migrate to United States of America, please do not make permanent financial commitments. For example, selling your house, selling your car, or selling property, or resigning from your job, or making non-refundable flight or other travel arrangement. Don't make these, major permanent financial commitments in between now until when you will go for the interview and you are issued visa. That's when you can now say, okay, I can take this property I have here, this little plot I have here, this little, farm or garden I have here, a plot, and sell it so that I will be able to process for my immigration. Until when you are told by the consular officer, here, welcome to America, and you're given your visa, don't make permanent financial commitment. Don't sell your car. Don't sell your house. Yeah. Don't sell your properties. Don't resign from your job until when you will be given that visa, the migrant visa. Yeah. I hope that one is very clear, and it is very, very important to note, because life, whether you win or you don't win, whether you get the visa to migrate or not to migrate, life must continue, and you don't want to go into depression because you did make some permanent commitment, permanent financial commitment, simply because you thought, oh, I have won the lottery, now I have to commit myself and find this money to process my visa. You commit, you make those commitments after you go for the interview and get the visa. They get the visa, you know, and you're welcome to America. Yeah, you get the welcome letter. I hope that one is clear. I hope that one is clear. So, if you think that this video enlightens you to know like what to expect, how to prepare between now and the interview date and after the interview date, please give a thumbs up to this video. Like, comment, share. Yeah, let me know of your concern, your questions. Remember, again, I will always provide you the information to the best of my knowledge. I may not, or even actually, I'm not even an immigration lawyer, but out of my experience and research, I can bring you the information as it appears. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.